Hi Scorpio, welcome to February. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month we have a new moon in Aquarius on the 1st or the 31st, depending on where you live. And then Mercury goes direct in Capricorn on the 3rd. And then we have a full moon in Leo on the 16th. And the nodes have moved, of course, you probably know this, from Sagittarius to Scorpio. So we're going to be dealing with the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio, and that will affect you also. Not so much this month, but maybe coming up in April during the eclipses. So let's see what the cards say, and we'll get into the astrology later. What do the cards say about love and relationships for Scorpio? And also the new moon is the New Year of the Tiger, the Chinese New Year. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of February 2022? What is happening? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for 2022? The King of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Star, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, and the card at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Okay. So you're starting out with the King of Swords energy. And this is a card of trying to make a decision, trying to separate what's real from what's not real. Trying to, you might be in a position where you're trying to figure out what's best for you, trying to sort through information about a relationship. Like you're not sure what the truth is, you're not sure what's real. The Six of Pentacles is crossing this energy, and that's a card of there could be an imbalance in the give and take in a relationship. One person's doing all the giving, doing all the work, and maybe you feel that your efforts are not being appreciated or valued, and you're trying to figure out what's going on in this relationship, should you even stay in it. The King of Swords energy is also, you may feel like someone's being very harsh with you or overly judgmental. If this is a person, it could be an air sign, it could be an authority figure, someone who just, you feel like they're all intellect and no emotion. They don't have any compassion, or they're emotionally unavailable. But in any case, you're trying to sort it all out this month. The Queen of Swords energy, again, it could be your energy or someone you're dealing with. The Queen of Swords is someone who has very independent, someone who has the walls up. Maybe she's been hurt in the past, and this could be you, and you're being more cautious this time around of who you get involved with, how you engage with someone. You have this air of independence. I don't need anyone. I don't need anybody's help. It's more of a I can handle my own affairs energy. So you might be, and this is the past energy. I don't think this is coming up in the future, but in the past you may have kept people at a distance, or relationships or love at a distance, because you are of a fear of being hurt, because of what you've been through in the past. Or just putting on this tough act, like, not, like if you're with someone that you feel doesn't value you, you might be pretending like you don't care. Or, it's okay, I don't need you anyway. That kind of energy. The Three of Cups is an influence that has that is passing, and that sometimes the Three of Cups is, a card of celebration. So you may be celebrating something. It can be a card of birth in the family. It could be a card of support from your friends, like you feel supported by family and friends. Sometimes it could be comes up when there's a third party situation. So maybe you're wondering, can I trust this person? Is there another? Do I have any competition? Are they true to me, or are they thinking of someone from the past? Because you see, this king is looking to the past at the Three of Cups. So you could have been involved with someone where they weren't quite over a past love, or there was a third party situation that interfered in the relationship. And you felt like, I'm doing all the work, I'm doing all the giving, I'm not getting enough back from this person. So you might be trying to decide, do I want to continue, or what do I do? The Hierophant is here. The Hierophant can sometimes relate to someone who is very stubborn or conservative, who wants to follow tradition. So you could be dealing, sometimes this could represent a Taurus individual. So the swords represent air signs. So you could be dealing with Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, Taurus energy. You also have fire here, so it could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Hierophant is about someone who wants to do the right thing. But sometimes they can be very rigid in their thinking and not open to change, or not open to a new perspective. So you could be dealing with someone that is either, it could be you or your partner, that you have this pattern that you can't break. Or you're dealing with someone that's not willing to try new things, that's not open to new things. Maybe in the past you haven't been open, you've been just stuck on focusing on one relationship, not willing to change out of it. Sometimes the Hierophant could represent connecting with an institution, a government institution, an educational institution, something that's been around for a long time, something like it's conservative energy. So maybe a partner is old-fashioned or conservative, and they're not open to change. That's just the way they are, and that's the way they do things. And that could be a little bit frustrating. You have the Two of Cups here. The Two of Wands. So there is a potential partnership coming up in the future. But you also have the Eight of Swords. So the Two of Wands is about, you're contemplating, or you're thinking, well, someone is offering you a partnership, and you're wondering if it's going to work out. And a part of you there's some fear involved with the Eight of Swords. Someone feels stuck, feels like I feel like I'm afraid to move out of my current situation, or I feel trapped or stuck. And really, you can move out, and you can walk away, or you can do it. You just have to walk away. But there's something that's stopping you from walking away. So if you're in a relationship where you feel you're not getting what you deserve, or you're not getting what you need, there could be a part of you that's holding on because you feel like I'm stuck here. I can't move. I can't move out of this situation. But really, that's not true, because if you look at this Eight of Swords, there are no swords blocking this person from walking away. It's just that you're not sure what the future will hold. It's almost like, I know what I have. I don't know what's going to be if I let go of what I have. Will I meet another person? Will I have love again? So you're putting up with something, thinking like, this is all I can get. And so if it's not satisfactory, you may be afraid to walk away, thinking like, well, what if I never meet another person? Or what if this is the best I can do, kind of energy. And I don't think that's true, but could be your mindset, because you see this person is blinded to the future. They're blind to their situation. They're not seeing what's really happening. It's just a feeling, a fear. Like, if I leave this person, or if I walk away, maybe I won't get another thing that's better. So maybe I should just stay with what I know. So that's the energy I'm feeling for the present and the near future. But then coming up into the future, you have this King of Wands energy, but it's in your fear sector. So you could be dealing with someone. The King of Wands is a good leader. Has a lot of courage, not afraid to speak their mind. Sometimes they could be a little bit bossy. But they have a good heart. They want to help. They like to be a mentor. But you may have negative feelings about this person. Maybe you think that there's no possibility to have a relationship with this person, or you're doubting the potential of this relationship. Like here with the Two of Wands, it's like you're just going to wait and see. Like, I'm waiting to see what develops. I don't know what the future holds, but I doubt that this can go anywhere, but I'm waiting. I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm stuck, and I just have to wait and see what develops. But you have the Star here in your environment. The Star is a card of hope and dreams fulfilled and wishes. You have the Empress, which is a card of, it's in your the situation of what you're wishing for, what your goal is, what you desire in a relationship. And the Empress is a card of motherhood, creativity, family. So you're really looking for someone that you could maybe create a home with, or a family, to create that family environment, or their family feeling that either you're nurturing someone, they're nurturing you. And I feel like that is possible, but it's going to take a while to get there, because the Star is here. It gives hope. It's a promise of hope and fulfillment, but it's something that comes over time. It's not something that is like instant gratification. And you have the Queen of Wands here as an outcome. And I feel like the Queen of Wands energy, so I feel like your energy is shifting, okay? Because you have the King and the Queen of Swords. And in the future, you have the King and the Queen of Wands. The Wands energy is way different than the Sword energy. With the Sword energy, this could be you in the past. And you're transitioning from this person, this energy, to the energy of the Wands. So in the energy of the Swords, you're overthinking. You're letting your intellect guide you. You're not feeling in your heart. You're just overthinking the relationship. But you're not really dropping your guard and talking to the person, communicating on a one-on-one, on a vulnerable level. In the future, though, and when you see the two cards of the same suit, that's like two people that are really compatible. That it's like a soulmate connection, or a good connection. I feel like if this connection is not working, this could actually, the King of Swords could actually be someone that's older, that has like a father figure or an authority figure. They're more authoritative. Maybe they're a little bit more rigid. The Swords are a little bit more rigid because they're ruled by the mind, not by the heart. The Wands energy they're very passionate, and they believe in taking action and going after what they want. So the Queen of Wands energy is, you can achieve your goal, you just have to take action. You have to be a leader in your own life. So if there's someone you're interested in, you have to go after them. You have to take that risk. Communicate. Show that you're interested. Not be afraid. Like, there's no fear with the Wands. They have no fear. So I think that you're going to be overcoming this sense of stuckness and fear, and you're going to eventually go after what you want. You could be even meeting a new person. This King could represent someone new coming in, but you have doubts. You're skeptical. You're not sure that it's going to work, but you have really great cards. You have the Star and the Empress here. So the Star gives hope. The Star gives promise. There could be someone around you that thinks that you are their dream person. But I feel that someone has to take action. Someone has to, like, if you're not meeting the right person, or you're not with the right person, don't be afraid to walk away and go in search of the right person. Take action. Get out there. The Queen of Wands energy knows what she wants, and she doesn't settle. And she just goes after what she wants. And so I feel like and you're doubting that you could meet a match that is as passionate as you, that's going to fulfill your dreams. And I think that you have to first start with thinking that it's possible, and then you can achieve that goal. But knowing that it's going to take time, that it's not going to be an overnight success thing, that it's not something that's going to just happen because, a lot of people give up too soon. So you have to have that dream, but don't give up on it and take action. Don't be afraid to connect with someone and take action and get involved and network until you find that match. And if you change your energy, because there's a saying that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So you have to visualize that partner with all the qualities you want, and then be a match to that. Offer those same qualities. Be that same person within. And that way you will draw that person in, and you will attract that person. So get out of your head and move into your passion and follow your passion. Don't settle for less. Don't be afraid. Don't stay with something because you think you're stuck or you're trapped if it's not right. And don't be afraid to communicate, because the wands are energy about taking action, speaking up, having courage. Even if you're dealing with someone that is rigid or stubborn or hard to reach because they're set in their ways, it could be that you just need to sit down and talk about what you're looking for, what you need. But I think that if you can overcome your fear of connection, your fear of leaving a bad situation behind, or fear of connecting with someone new that can give you what you want, it's possible. You have the Star and the Empress. These two cards are in the reading. So I feel like you can get what you're wanting in love this month, but you have to work through some fears first, and you have to be willing to take action, to be proactive. So let's see, before I get into the astrology, I want to see what the angel cards have to say. What kind of message do the angels have for Scorpio? Let us see. What cards? What do the angels have to say about your love life and your situation? Inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. So this is another card that's telling you, get out of your head, get into your heart, and you will start to see changes in your situation. Okay, so let's see what the astrology. We have this new moon in Aquarius, and it's happening in your 4th house of home. And Uranus is in your 7th house, squaring this. Now the new moon is conjunct Saturn. So you may have a new opportunity either to make changes to your home that are going to be permanent, like Saturn. Saturn there, you could be buying real estate or committing to a property. Whatever you're starting with this new moon, maybe there's a new beginning in home and family. Maybe you're starting to put some effort into creating the right home for you and the right family connections. I feel like there could be some shakeups in relationships because Uranus is squaring this new moon, and it's squaring it from your 7th house. So there could be some surprise developments. But whatever you're starting that's new, it's going to be in place for a long time. It may mean a lot of work. You may have to put a lot of work into this project or this dream or this goal. But Saturn always brings reward after hard work. So if you're willing to make a commitment and to do the work and to be disciplined, you'll find as Saturn leaves your 4th house, he will leave you with a present. So if there's any situation around the home, maybe you're wanting to sell a home and buy a new home, maybe you're wanting to move into a new home, you can do that. It may be a lot of work, or you could also be, like Saturn can also represent a parent. A parent might be moving into your home, or an older person. Saturn represents someone who's like an authority figure or an older person. You could even be working from home. Saturn can sometimes represent career matters. So things are changing. Your partnerships are changing. Uranus is freeing you from stagnant partnerships and showing you what you need. If you're losing something, it's not a bad thing necessarily. If you're in a stagnant situation, Uranus may shake that up, and so you may wind up having sudden new developments, sudden breakups. There could be somebody new coming in, and you may have to get yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, you can't repeat the same patterns. You have to break your pattern. And that could bring fresh life into your partnerships and new energy. That can be exciting. Uranus is an exciting energy. If you're connecting with someone under a Uranus transit, it's very exciting. It's fun. This person brings fresh air into your life. But it may not always be stable. Like, you might be with a free spirit. Someone who can't be tied down. Uranus is trining Venus in the third house. So you have a lot of third house energy. You have Venus, Mercury, Pluto, Mars. So the third house has to do with your siblings, your friends, your local environment. So it's possible that you could find love just by running around the neighborhood. You might run into someone unexpectedly, or you might find love through friends or through local activities and events. The third house is also the house of communication. Mercury and Pluto are there. So you could get a message from someone. Mercury conjunct Pluto, though, at this new moon, it's about communication. The third house is really about speaking up, talking about your feelings. And with Mercury and Pluto, you want to go deep. You don't want to be, it's not a superficial connection. If you're having a conversation with someone, it's going to touch on some deep issues. So don't be afraid to speak up. I feel like this is a very karmic time for relationships, because you have the North Node in Taurus in your 7th house. It has moved from, it was, in your 6th house or your 8th house, I think. Yeah, it was in your 8th house. Now it's in your 7th house. So this is a karmic time around relationships, around how you see yourself in a relationship and the partnerships you're forming. There could be sudden events that come up, sudden decisions that are made. This new moon is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So there could be some surprises that free you in some way. So if something is feeling like a burden, if something is feeling oppression, where you feel like you're just carrying this heavy burden, you could have a sudden new beginning that gives you a sense of freedom. Mars is in the 3rd house, so you have to watch your communication style. When Mars is in the 3rd house, you could be fighting a lot with your relatives, with your friends, or you're expressing yourself in a more aggressive way. You're not holding anything back. So you want to make sure that you're not coming across like you're fighting. You want to speak up about what's bothering you, but don't make it sound like an attack, because Mars energy is like an attack. It's warrior energy. Now, Mars is sextile Jupiter in the 5th house. Jupiter in the 5th can bring fun into your life, can bring positive developments around a creative project, around children, around romance. So if you're not dating anyone, if you're not in a relationship, Mars will give you the energy to get out there and really find romance, to get out and do something fun. So you need to think less and act more. Get out, network, do something fun, and you might find love while you're just doing the normal everyday things. Like, don't look for love. Just enjoy your life, and you may attract love in that way. So then Mercury goes direct. So if you've had any kind of misunderstandings, especially in, let's see, where is it? It's in your 3rd house, with friends and family, miscommunications, that should start to clear up as Mercury goes direct. But you're still going to have to speak your truth, because Mercury and Pluto, you have to be careful with Mercury and Pluto, because you may come on too strong. You may be too intense in expressing yourself. So you want to balance that. Pluto is a planet about power and passion. And with Pluto and Mars and Mercury all together in the 3rd house, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So that doesn't mean you shouldn't talk about things, but just tone it down you may be coming across too strong, and that may be causing some conflicts in a relationship. So then we have the full moon in Leo. And for you, that's happening in your 10th house on the 16th. So something is completing around a career situation, your public image. So the moon is in the 10th house. You might be changing jobs or changing your career path or your life direction. You have the sun in the 4th house. So things are coming to the surface. Things are being revealed. You're learning lessons around home and family and career matters. Whatever it is that comes up is going to be valuable to you. The North Node is squaring this. So you could be having some type of career success at this full moon, because I'm seeing, Leo, you have Leo ruling your 10th house. You might get some kind of recognition. You might, people might finally see your value. The only thing that's interfering is this square to the North Node in Taurus. So there's going to be, there might be some tension where you have to get out of your comfort zone to embrace this, to complete this cycle. Or there might be some surprises. I mean, the North Node is telling you where to go. Use your talent. You're looking for security in a relationship in Taurus. You're looking for someone that's going to be there, someone that you can depend on, someone that's going to offer you a solid relationship and security in a relationship. But because it's T-squaring this full moon, there may be some tension around the full moon in relationships, and you have to go deep. You have to go beneath the surface to get at what's causing the tension. And you have to talk, not be afraid to talk about the things that are bothering you. And some of them might not be things you want to talk about, but that's the only way you're going to resolve the issues. Now, the North Node is trining Pluto at this time. And now at this point, and Pluto's in your 3rd house. So I feel like there could be some positive developments coming around in like another partnership. If you're joining partners with someone, it's very intense, and it could transform your life. And this could be love or business. So I think this could be a career thing, a career move that's going to really change you on a deep level. And you might have to get out of your comfort zone. Like, things might be happening really quickly, and you have to step up to the plate. Don't be afraid of the new. Take action. Step into your power. Mercury moves into the 4th house at this new moon, full moon. I'm sorry. There's a lot of communication going on. You might be working from home. If you're working from home, you might be involved with technology. Now, Venus and Mars are coming together at this full moon. They're joining in your 3rd house. So you may have, like I'm seeing love, the potential for a partnership or a love relationship developing through the people you know, through your neighbors, your siblings, your local, environment. Because the 3rd house, you might get communication that surprises you. Jupiter's in your 5th house, and Venus and Mars, they're sextiling Jupiter. And Jupiter is also sextiling Uranus. So there could be some surprises around this full moon, especially around, maybe you might hear from a relative, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. But Jupiter in the 4th is bringing luck to relationships, romance. It's how, you might be having fun. You might be wanting to get out more and do something fun, do something creative. You might even Jupiter brings luck and opportunity. So there could be a chance for romance this month, right around the full moon, if you're not already involved in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, it could be a good time to bring fun back into the relationship, or to speak up about the things that have been bothering you, to come to some kind of conclusion. But I feel like there could be some surprises as well. So unexpected developments, unexpected communication. And that could potentially lead to a passionate connection, because Venus and Mars, Venus is love, Mars is passion. And when they come together, they're the cosmic lovers. And in Capricorn, this is something serious. It's not a fly-by-night kind of thing. So if you get out and you connect with friends, connect with the group, with relatives, and you might wind up by chance. I mean, you never know with Jupiter and Uranus. It provides opportunity, and Uranus usually brings a surprise. So you can't really predict what's going to fly in. But if you're open to opportunity, if you're out and about, taking action, communicating, you could be surprised by a new development in a relationship, either a new love or a new beginning in a current love. So this is my forecast. Don't give up the dream. Don't give up your hopes and your wishes. They can be fulfilled this month, or at least you could start something. Something unexpected could happen that changes the trajectory, that brings hope and brings positive energy. Just don't let fear stand in your way. So this is my forecast for this month, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. You can order a reading, and we can be working together on your specific. This is a general reading, so it may not speak to everyone. But if you book a private reading with me, we will focus on just your issues, and that will be much different. So I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day this month. I wish you much joy, hope, and love, and get out there, take action. Don't be afraid to walk away from something that's not working, and don't be afraid to embrace something that is working. So I wish you again love, joy, and prosperity, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.